Dear all, in today's video, we'll be discussing the remaining section and remaining questions of state level preparatory question paper issued by Karnataka government mathematics subject. We are going to discuss question number 32 in state level preparatory examination mathematics question paper set by Karnataka government. Question number 32 is, find the ratio in which the line segment joining A1, minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 is divided by x-axis. Coordinates of the point also should be found out. If a line segment joining two points are divided internally in the ratio m1 is to m2, the coordinates of the point dividing the same is m1x2 plus m2x1 by m1 plus m2 and m1y2 plus m2y1 by m1 plus m2. To find the ratio, we can assume first that the ratio be m is to 1. So substituting m1 as m and m2 as 1, we get minus 4m plus 1 by m plus 1, 5m minus 5 by m plus 1. Now, since the point is at x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So the y coordinate can be equated to 0. So we get m is equal to 1. So the ratio in which the point divides the line segment joining 1 minus 5 and minus 4, 5 is 1 is to 1. Since the y coordinate is 0 and m is equal to 1, we can substitute the same in the x coordinate. So minus 4m plus 1 by m plus 1 gives minus 3 by 2. So the point is minus 3 by 2, 0. So the point minus 3 by 2, 0 at x-axis divides the line segment joining A 1 minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 internally in the ratio m is to 1 or 1 is to 1. Now we move on to question number 33. The length of semicircular arc of a circle with center O is 44 centimeter. Angle OPQ is equal to 45 degree. Find the area of segment PRQ. This green traced area is the segment, and this is the semicircular arc, and this is the circle with center O. To find the area of the segment, we have formula area of sector minus area of triangle. So we have to find the area of sector, which is formed by this arc, and then we have to form area of the triangle OPQ, and we have to subtract so that we get the area of this segment. Now, length of the semicircular arc is pi r because the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. So pi r is given as 44. So substituting, we get radius of the circle as 14 centimeter. We have to find the radius of the circle to find the area of the sector and area of the triangle both. So as we got the radius as 14 centimeter, area of the sector is given by theta by 360 into pi r square, where theta is the central angle. Now it's already given that OPQ is 45 degree. So angle OQP will also be 45 degree. Since triangle OPQ is an isosceles triangle, OP and OQ are the radii. So we get R as 14, we substitute theta as 90 because these both are 45, this will be 90. So we get area of sector as 190 by 360 into pi r square, which is 154 centimeter square. Now we have to find the area of the triangle OPQ. To find area of triangle, we know the formula is half into base into height. So we need both the base and height to find the area of triangle. Here the base is PQ and height is OS. Here angle is given as 45 degree. So using trigonometric ratio, we can find PS because base PQ is equal to PS plus SQ and PS and SQ are equal. To find PS, we can take cos 45, which is adjacent by hypotenuse, or PS by OP. So we get PS is equal to 7 root 2 centimeters. Similarly, to find OS, we can take sin 45, which is equal to OS by OP. OS is equal to 7 root 2 centimeters. So on substituting base and height in area formula half into B into H, we get area of the triangle is equal to 98 centimeter square. So area of the segment is area of the sector, which is 154 centimeter square minus 98 centimeter square, which is 56 centimeter square. So always to find the area of a segment, we have to find the area of the sector and then subtract it area of the triangle. Next we move on to the 37th question. 37th question is from the chapter Arithmetic Progression and is for 4 marks. In an AP, 4th term is 11 and 7th term exceeds the twice of 4th term by 4. Write the AP. Also show the sum of 1st and 13th term of AP is equal to twice of 7th term. So read the question 3 times and understand the question on what values are given and what need to be found out. So here it is given that 4th term is 11. So we have written 4th term is 11 and 7th term exceeds the twice of 4th term by 4. So 2 into 11 twice of 4th term plus 4 exceeds by 4, which gives 7th term as 26. So we have now 4th term and 7th term. We know in an AP, 4th term is given by A plus 3D or nth term is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So A plus 3D is equal to 11. 7th term is given by A plus 6D. So A plus 6D is equal to 26. We got a pair of linear equations where A and D are unknown. A is the first term and D is the common difference. Now we have to solve the pair of linear equation to find A and D. To find the solution, we can do elimination method. So here A can be eliminated by subtracting the two equations. We get D is equal to 5 or common difference is 5. Now substituting the value of D in any one equation, we get A is equal to minus 4. So we got A as minus 4 and D as 5. Now we move on to AP. So AP is minus 4. Next term will be minus 4 plus 5, which is 1. 1 plus 5, 6 and 6 plus 5, 11. Now the next part of the question is show the sum of 1st and 13th term is equal to twice the 7th term. Sum of 1st and 13th term. First term is minus 4. 13th term is A plus 12D, which is 56. So sum of 56 and minus 4 is 52. We have to show that it's equal to twice the 7th term. 7th term is 26. Twice of 26 is 52. So we have shown that the 13th term and the first term added will give twice of 7th term, both are 52. This question will be for 4 marks. We move on to the 38th question. 38th question is from trigonometry chapter and is for 5 marks. So you need to know the trigonometric ratios of special angles 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, 0 degree, all the trigonometric ratios you should know. So the question is AB, a pole, stands on level ground. 3 wires are tied with angles of elevation 30 degree, 60 degree and 45 degree respectively. If the distance between pole and C, pole AB and C peg, these 3 are the pegs to which the wires is tied. So the peg C and the pole, the distance between them is 30 meters. Find the height of the pole AB and length of each wire. So you have to read the question 3 to 4 times to understand, and then you have to start solving the problem. So here we have to find the height of AB. So let height of AB be h. To find the height of AB, we can take the triangle ABC and the angle of elevation 30. We can take tan 30. So tan 30 is opposite by adjacent, which is h by 30. Cross multiplying, we get h is equal to 10 by 30 by root 3. On rationalizing, we get 10 root 3 meters. Next, we have to find the length of wires AC, AE and AD. So to find the length of wire AC, we can find sine 30. Sine 30 is opposite by hypotenuse. That is AB by AC. Here AB we already found out as 10 root 3. 10 root 3 by AC. So half is equal to 10 root 3 by AC, or AC is equal to 20 root 3 meters. To find the length of wire AE, we can take sine 60. Sine 60 is similarly opposite by hypotenuse, which is 10 root 3 by AE. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So we get AE is 20 meters. Next, to find the length of AD, we can take sine 45, which is again opposite by hypotenuse. So 10 root 3 by AD. On substituting and finding the value, we get AD is equal to 10 root 6 meters. Now we move on to the 36th question. 36th question is from the chapter Surface Area and Volume. The question is, from a solid cylinder of height 2.8 meters and diameter 4.2 meters as shown in the figure, they have given the figure in the question paper, a conical cavity is hollowed out of the same diameter and height. Find the TSA of the remaining solid. So here, after hollowing out the conical cavity, this base will not be there. So to find the surface area of the remaining solid, we have to take the CSA of the cylinder plus CSA of the cone plus area of any one circular part, because other circular part will be hollowed out. So CSA of cylinder is 2 pi RH. Substituting the values, you will get the value of CSA of cylinder as meter square. CSA of cone is pi RL. L is the slant height of the cone. To find the slant height of the cone, we have to take this right angle triangle and apply Pythagoras theorem. We get the slant height. Substituting the slant height, we will get the CSA of the cone. And CS area of the circular part is pi r square, which is pi into 2.1 into 2.1. We will get that in meter square. To find the TSA, we have to add all the 3. So always to find the TSA of a solid shape, we have to always add the CSAs of which all shapes are. Which are the shapes we have to see, and we have to add the CSAs of those shapes to find the TSA of the full solid. For example, we have a hemisphere, cone and a cylinder. And to find the TSA of the whole solid, we can add the CSAs of hemisphere, cone and the cylinder. So this is the end of this video and the question paper. Now in the next video, we'll be discussing the important formulae and the important theorems. We'll also discuss the graphical representation of a pair of linear equation, which is a sure question in the board exam. So all the best.